Welcome to this instructional video on how to teach Chapter 1 from our Management for Church Leaders Volume Number 2 Training Manual. This chapter is on leadership character. In this particular chapter, the purpose is to introduce the characteristics of a Christian leader. It should take about an hour to teach this particular class, but remember to allow at least 10 minutes at the end to do the exercise. The key points in this chapter are that character is about integrity and humility. Characters is also about helping other people succeed. And character is who you are when no one else is looking. Each chapter begins with a scripture, so we encourage you to read this scripture. In this particular chapter, it's from Titus chapter 1, verses 7 and 8, and then to kind of explain what that means to people and how it relates to leadership character. And there's an opening paragraph here that helps you paraphrase what this particular chapter is going to be about. And then there's a question here that you can ask. Why is good leadership important? It's a way to get the discussion going and people to get talking. And this first section is about the importance of Christian leadership. We share a scripture and we share some key points from that scripture about why Christian leadership is so important. It's also what a Christian leader should be like. And there's some illustrations and some other notes in here to help you in teaching this particular section. Secondly, we move on and we talk about the characteristics of a Christian leader. And leadership, as mentioned in our training overall, is about taking responsibility for the lives of others. So first thing you want to do is ask the question of the group, what do they think are characteristics of a good leader? It'll help get the discussion going. Now they may mention some of the things that are in the training, and that's okay. Because that's what you want to do. But try and give them time to think about what they think are good characteristics of a Christian leader. And then you can go on and go through this section, and there are 5 characteristics that we talk about: integrity, wisdom, humility, encouraging others, and empowering others. These are the characteristics of a Christian leader that we want them to know. And there are notes in the manual for you to help explain those points. And you can also review this material and come up with your own illustrations. Third, we're going to talk about the conduct of a Christian leader. And we begin with a scripture from 1 Timothy, and we break that down in this section. And we talk about some of the things that Timothy is talking about. And he lists 7 different things that a leader does and in his conduct and what is important to know. So you want to go through these. You can also give examples. And in the trainer's manual, there are some examples in there for you to use, but you can use your own examples. Whatever you think will help bring this out and help people understand what the conduct of a Christian leader should be like. Finally, there's an exercise at the end of this chapter. And again, it's a fairly simple exercise where the individuals are going to rate themselves on these 5 characteristics of leadership that we talked about in the second section. So have them do this at the end and allow them maybe 10 minutes. And if you want to, you can have them share the results of that at the end of the class. Thank you again for watching this video, and I hope that this is helpful to you as you teach chapter number 1 on leadership character.